There we go. Hi, guys. Welcome to our first Creating Money crew. I've called it something different every time I've read this book. So I'm like, what is it called this time around? The first time I ever read this book, we called it Money Magic. So if you hear me calling it Money Magic, it's the same thing in my brain. This is the first time we've done this hybrid. So if at any point in time you can't hear something, please let me know so I can adjust. I've got the volume settings set to not mute background noise so that we should be able to hear people even if they're in person and you're here. So tonight is our first call of our 7-call series, and the plan tonight is to go around and do introductions, and we're going to read the introduction of the book also together. So when it's your turn, you're going to say your name, where you're from. Kristen's taking notes. Hi, welcome. Hi, Heather. Come join us.
For the book club?
Yeah, join us for the book club. We're just going to go around and do introductions. So name, where you're from, and why you want to read this book. If you've read it before, you can talk about that experience. And if you haven't read it before, just what you're looking forward to. And are y'all okay with me tilting the camera to y'all so they can see? Great, awesome. Kristen, do you want to go first?
Okay.
Thumbs up if you can hear Kristen.
Hey everyone. Kristen Searbaugh. I'm actually co-owner here at Cozy Corner with Melissa. And I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, but I've lived in Texas now for 15 years in Central Texas. And I actually read this book, part of this book, last time we had the book club, but honestly, like online stuff is hard for me, so I just kind of fell off and I wasn't consistent with it. So that's why I'm here now in person, being held accountable, and really excited to read it again.
Hey,
more thoroughly.
thank you. Would you like to go next?
Sure.
Okay, thumbs up if you can hear.
I'm Rhett Schutze. I'm from Austin, born and raised. I have a house in Wimberley and live in San Marcos now with Amber. And I'm interested in this book because I've read a few different money books, but nothing from this perspective. And so I'm excited to see what it has to offer and a different approach. And I always enjoy like masterminding with people when it comes to these things as well. So it's good to hear other people's thoughts.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, next.
I'm Amber Bronco, my partner Rhett. So I wanted to read this book because it's come up, right? So I was talking in one of my classes, I'm a yoga teacher, about manifestation. And someone suggested this book. I'd never heard of it. And then like 2 weeks later, someone else was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you mentioned this book. You know, this has been on my mind. I just did a whole meditation thing by the author. So it just kept being thrown at me. So as soon as I saw someone advertise it, this event, I was like, okay, well, I got it. I'm going to read the book. And again, just being accountable, you know, just actually reading it and diving into it and breaking it apart. And, you know, so yeah, that's why I showed up today and happy to be here.
Thank you. Turning to Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather Garcia. I live here in Buda. I'm originally from the Dallas area and I relocated to Austin a couple years ago. I'm reading this book for the second time. I was actually part of Melissa's book club the last time we read this. And I have a success story. So the last time we read it, I paid off my car.
Yay.
I was able to
That's
put
awesome.
down like 20K. I think I owed like 27K and I had a surprise windfall and was able to pay off my car. So yeah, I forgot to tell you about that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so much has happened since all of that. But yeah, so I'm excited to read it again. I think my goal this time is to quit my full-time job. So I don't know what that's going to manifest as, but I'm just letting it kind of go into the universe, whatever that means. But yeah, I would love to basically work for myself as like a freelancer content creator. So we're gonna manifest that this time around.
Yay. I love that.
Awesome.
Okay, we're doing online introductions. Who wants to go first? Online. Debbie.
Hi, I'm Deborah Evering. I'm from Ramsey, Minnesota, born and raised. And this will be my fourth time reading Creating Money. And the last time, well, 2 times ago, I'm also a LeBrite consultant. 2 times ago, when I read this book, every time it's always brought me the things that I have manifested. I became a senior executive manager in LeBry. So
Didn't you
yeah,
get a
so
car
great.
once too, Deb?
I'm
Didn't you buy,
sorry.
didn't you buy a car, a new car one time you read
Yeah.
this book?
Nice.
Yep. And that was the same year that I hit senior executive. I was able to purchase a car. I was working from home. Just lots of things that have been manifested for me. So I'm excited to read this book. This time we've got new goals set and just looking to reconnect with things. And I've had lots of surgeries this year. So just trying to get back on the horse. So nice
Yay.
to meet you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Deb. Do you want to pick the next person?
I was gonna say, can I go quick because I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
go run kids to
Yeah.
Awana.
Go
So
ahead, Lindsay.
I'm Lindsay. I am from South Dakota, Pierce, South Dakota. Was not born here, but raised here most of my life. I have had this book probably about 5 years now, sitting on a shelf, just
Mhm.
collecting dust. And I think I opened it once and I like highlighted a couple things. I had a bookmark in there because I recently opened it and I was like, I wonder what I did. I had a bookmark in there. I got like a few pages in. I just never did anything with it. So I'd like to do something with it because obviously I picked it up for a reason. And then the next day, Melissa's post comes up and I was like, okay, I hear you. All right, I'll sign up. Hey, that's why I'm here. I'd like to work from home eventually. That would be great. I have kids, so obviously. So I would like to work from home and be able to provide. So that's kind of what I'm looking to. But I mean, I'm kind of open right now.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Who wants to go next?
Yep.
Thanks, Cindy.
I'm Cindy Simmons. I'm born in New York City, grew up at the Jersey Shore, and for the past 30 years have been in Pittsburgh. Um, I'm doing, I'm like Lindsay. I got the book the first time Melissa had the book club, and I just didn't continue with it. So my bookmark is like one chapter. So I just want to see where this takes me.
Cool. Very cool. Thanks, Cindy. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Thanks, Sandy.
So I am Sandy Parker Martinez. I was in Austin, but I got married and moved to Bowie, Texas. And I'm ready to manifest some serious results. And I do that from time to time, and then I don't maintain it.
Mm.
So so that's what I'm doing here.
Scheduled
you.
maintenance. Thanks, Sandy. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Thanks.
My name is Lamaya Kelly. I'm 20 years old. I live in Arkansas. I'm originally from Arkansas, and then I moved to North Carolina, and I lived out there for 8 years. So I've spent half of my life in Arkansas and half in North Carolina. So I feel like I'm from both places. But I've read this book, but I don't think I've ever finished it. I've like started and stopped it, and I've had like spurts of money show up here and there, but nothing really major I've noticed. So I'm hoping this time around I see some like bigger changes. I'm also a LeBron consultant and I'm wanting to work for myself full time. And I'm also going back to school to become a nurse. So that's another thing. So
Exciting.
all the money I can get right now.
That's right. Money for school.
Yes.
Thank you, Lamaya. Who's next? Who wants to go next?
I can go.
Thank you.
Hey, my name's Kylan. And I
live in New Jersey.
I grew up in New Jersey and then I went to college.
We moved Austin.
We did move to Austin. I spent half my life in New Jersey and then the other half in Virginia. And I want to read this book because the last time I was in the book club, I'm like Kristen, I'm not good at online things. So I'm going to try to be better. I like that there's like people gathering in one place. So yeah, and I want to just release the blocks that I have up on being able to receive and feeling like I'm worthy of, of all the things, because I think that's ultimately like what's preventing. I've talked to Kristen about this almost 3 months ago now, and I'm still in the same place of just like nothing is coming through. Like anything that I try with all the businesses that I have, like things just dissolve. I'll get like to a certain point with booking somebody, and then it just something random happens, and it's like it's very clear to me that like there's things that I need to clear energetically, as well as just kind of release some of the things. But yeah, so
Awesome.
Yay.
Time for a shift. You're in the right place.
Glad you're here.
Thanks, Kylan. Who's next?
I'll go.
Thank you.
My name is Nikki Adams, and I was born and raised in Northern Virginia, DC area, but now I live in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. I think this is my third time reading this book, and I am still changing my beliefs around money. So I'm really excited for this group. And I'm excited to start creating more streams of passive income.
Excellent. Yes, please. More, please. Thank you, Nikki. Okay, I think the only person that hasn't gone is Bridget.
Hi. I'm Bridget. I live in Nashville, Michigan. Currently manifesting moving to Texas. This is my 7th time reading this book. I just had to go through because I use a different color writing utensil to highlight every time I go through, so I had to count all my colors in the book. So yeah, time number 7. I have created and manifested a massive amount of things. What I want to work on this time is like releasing the blocks around like a cap that I have. So I always get to a certain point and then I don't feel like I can get past that. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on this time.
Thank you. Yeah, and like Bridget said, if you guys want a pen or a highlighter or anything like that, I think we have I wonder if there's any highlighters in that pen, that cup of pens. But it is a really great way if you do read the book more than once. I'll go ahead and introduce myself too, even though most of y'all know me. My name's Melissa, and I was born in England, raised in Southern California, and then I came to Texas for middle school, and I've been in Texas since, so I guess I'm a Texan. I have read this book probably 10 times, but I also just like keep it around to reference. One of the coolest things about this book is you can just open it up and there's going to be either an exercise or an affirmation. So it's one of those great things to like intuitively be like, I need help today, and open it up and, oh, transforming your beliefs. Cool. Let me tap into that once you've read it the first time around. The other thing I'll say about this book is that it's only 4 sections. So if you feel overwhelmed by how much information is in this book, just remember it's 1 section at a time, and every section has play sheets. So if you feel like you need to reread a section, just mark it, keep going, and reference it later. The first section is creating money. It's going to teach us how to visualize and drop into that space where you can manifest and magnetize. The second section is developing mastery. So this is going to get more into the details of what you want, why you want it. Section 3 is creating your life's work, and this is really going to tap into do what you love. And then section 4 is having money. Once you have the money, what do you do with it? So some things I've manifested with this book include cars, our RV. We had a motorhome at one point too. I was gifted 6 figures while reading this book, and I like went straight to the having money section. I was like, what do I do with this amount of money? So really, really applicable to everyone's life, no matter where you are. So tonight we're going to read together popcorn style. We're going to start with the foreword, and then I think we're going to have time for Sanaya's message and the second one, which I think is Deben, Orion and Deben. We'll get as far as we can in the next 45 minutes or so. If you're comfortable with reading and you're out loud and you're on Zoom, you can click the little thumbs up button if you want to turn to read. You'll read 2 pages and then you'll pick somebody that also has their thumb up. Same thing in person if you want to just like put your thumb up if you want to read. I'll go ahead and start. I'll read 2 pages of the foreword, and then whoever wants to read next, I'll pick you. All of us here at the New World Library and H.J. Kramer are delighted to be able to publish this new edition of Sanaya Roman and Duane Packer's book, Creating Money, Attracting Abundance. Since this book was first published, hundreds of people have written letters and testimonials telling us how using the processes, exercises, and affirmations in this book have brought them prosperity and changed their lives. The teachings in creating money have worked so well for people that this book has become a classic. As well as a bestseller nationally and internationally, published in over 26 languages, the processes taught in this book have been used by people from all walks of life to improve their financial condition, to move out of lack and limitation, to overcome obstacles, and to become magnetic to abundance. It has been recommended by businesses to their employees, by marketing departments to their sales force, and by people all over the world to their families, friends, students, and clients. This book offers a paradigm shift in the way you think about creating money. You will learn how to become magnetic to unlimited abundance through focusing on the things you want, sensing the energy and essence of what you want to attract, and learning how to create a magnetic coil to draw it to you. It offers practical, simple, step-by-step processes that you can start using right now to experience abundance in every area of your life. Creating money is about much more than creating money in your life. It gives you more than the keys to abundance. It shows you along the way how you can create wonderful abundance and prosperity in your life doing what you love to do. This is a great key, the key to a life of fulfillment and joy. As you read this book, just allow yourself to easily and effortlessly absorb its deep teachings. Life doesn't have to be a struggle. Making money doesn't have to be hard or strenuous. You already have a source of great abundance within you. You can find it by carefully absorbing these words and by following your own inner guidance. The keys to abundance are already within you. This book shows you how to find those keys and use them to transform old, unsupportive beliefs, to go beyond struggle and survival thinking, and to create a creative, abundant, joyous life. You can do what you love to do and have a fulfilling and prosperous journey through life. As Oren and Deben say so beautifully at the opening of chapter 2, you are a special, unique person, and you have a meaningful contribution to make to the world. Highlight. You have a role to play that no one else on this planet could fill. The special contribution you came to make is your life's work. When you are doing that work, you are following your higher path, and your life will be fulfilled with increasing joy, abundance, and well-being. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this. This powerful book shows you the way not only to abundance, but to something far more important, a life well lived, full of joy and satisfaction, for you are following your inner guidance every moment and doing what you love to do. Enjoy this great treasure that Sanaya Roman and Duane Packer have been guided to give you. By doing what they love and following their own inner guidance, they have shown countless others not only how to create far more abundance in their lives, but also how to make great, lasting contributions to humanity and to the world. Signed, Mark Allen, publisher of New World Library and author of The Millionaire Course. Y'all ready to read this book? Nice little forward there. Debbie, do you want to read next for us?
Sure.
Thanks.
All right. Sanaya's message. Sanaya, I have been using the spiritual principles of manifestation presented in this book for many years with wonderful results. At the time I received this information, I was struggling to survive on a day-to-day level and had asked Oren, my teacher in spirit, for guidance. I had been channeling Oren's guidance for many years and had received much valuable information on a variety of topics. Oren suggested that he teach me about manifesting by giving classes. so that I, as well as others, could learn how to create forms, objects, and money in the physical world using the spiritual laws of abundance. These principles have worked to get Oren's and my work out to the world, do what I love for a living, and gain the confidence that comes from understanding how manifesting works. Dwayne has used these principles too, as well as many energy techniques for manifesting given to him by his spirit guide, Deben. While his career as a geophysicist had been rewarding, he wanted to start a new career teaching channeling, developing his clairvoyant sight, and empowering people in their growth through energy and body work. He used these principles to energize his life's work, draw to him the people he could empower and serve, manifest the tools he needed for his new career, and gain clarity about money. This book is an expansion of the manuscript entitled Creating Money, which came from Oren's teachings about the spiritual laws of abundance. The original manuscript was distributed to members of Oren's classes and many others who heard about and requested it. The demand for both manuscript and classes grew so great that Dwayne and I gave many additional workshops on creating money, magnetism, and advanced techniques of manifesting. Oren's spiritual principles and Deben's energy techniques, when used together, have proved so effective in helping people create money and abundance that we have combined them in this book. Since Creating Money was published, hundreds of thousands of people all over the world have used the principles taught in this book. We have heard from many of them with their questions, successes, and stories. We know the processes in this book are effective and they work. The spiritual principles and processes you will learn have stood the test of time and will work for you, even if you are reading this book many years after it was written. Oren and Deben feel that the ability to manifest, to take visions, dreams, hopes, and fantasies and make them real is one of the most important skills people can learn to empower themselves and become greater lights to the world around them. They want to help people learn how to create money and other things they want as tools for aliveness and growth, and let go of anxiety, confusion, and guilt around money. They want to help people love, value, and honor their work. They want to help people learn how to trust and listen to their inner guidance, awaken to their greater potential, and gain the confidence that comes from knowing they can create whatever they want.
Thank you. Is that Bridget who has her hand raised? It says Samsung. Bridget, you want to read?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. They feel there are many people who aren't doing their life's work because they don't know how to manifest the money or the tools they need, or they do not believe their paths or contributions are important. Oren and Deben feel that the ability to create abundance will greatly add to people's ability to live rewarding and fulfilling lives. We have taught these principles to many people with many different goals. Some are drawn to our classes because they had wanted something for many years that they had not been able to create, or wanted money to launch a project they had thought about for a long time. Some wanted money so they could change jobs, become self-employed, go to school, or travel. Many had worked in one field and wanted to find work or create career for themselves in a new field that reflected their changing interests. They wondered how to create enough money to support themselves while they made that transition. Some simply wanted to learn how to create money so they could spend more time.
I think, Bridget, we lost you for a second.
Saw them change in marvelous ways. They developed a sense of confidence and trust in the universe. They discovered that manifestation was a process of growth and increasing aliveness. They learned to take responsibility for their lives. With the discovery that they could have what they wanted, came the need for new levels of clarity about what they did want. As they got clear on what they wanted, they were able to draw it to them more easily. We saw many people make successful career transitions, greatly increase their incomes, and let go of their anxiety and worry over money. Once they were able to attract some of the material things they wanted, their attention became even more focused on the service they had come to contribute to humanity. As these people learned how to create their life's work and fill their spiritual and physical needs, They felt more and more in control of their lives. They were able to see that they had whatever they had because of their earlier choices and decisions, and that they could change their circumstances for the better if they wanted to. They no longer felt that they were at the mercy of vast forces beyond their control. They came to see that having what they want is not a lucky break that happens to some and not to others, but that people have the tools to create what they want. As their skill and clarity increased with time, they were able to draw to them more than they had ever thought possible. Our own progress toward mastering abundance has been a wonderful process of growth and enlightenment. The more we work with the principles in this book, the more we learn about their richness and simplicity. We have found them to be simple when we get playful, creative, and imaginative. They become complex only when we overanalyze whether we are doing the exercises right. The best results come from having fun with the exercises and trusting that whatever is best for us will come. Creating things within a specific time period has been one of the more challenging aspects of creating money and form, and we are constantly reminded that all things come in their proper time and in perfect form. We have discovered that when we get clear about what we want and then surrender and detach, letting any form work, the results are usually much better than what we have asked for. If things do not come when we expect them, we realize later that having them was not for our highest good at the time. You may have come to this book to create money for something specific, to become financially independent, to discover your life's work, or to help launch a business or project.
Thank you. Sandy, did you want to read next?
Okay. You may be in transition, knowing that something new is coming and wanting to draw it in to you more rapidly. You may want more sales, more clients, or a higher income. You may want to resolve many questions you have about money. Whatever your reasons for reading this book, you can use the principles you find here in any area of your life, for they are the universal principles of energy and abundance. You can draw to you whatever you want that will contribute to your higher good, tapping into the unlimited abundance of the universe. How to use this book. Sanaya and Dwayne, this book is a course in manifesting and creating abundance in your life. Section 1, Creating Money, is a step-by-step guide to the art of manifesting. You will learn how to discover what you want, drawing things to you that will fulfill and satisfy you and that are even better than what you asked for. You will learn advanced techniques of manifesting and how to work with your own energy and the power of magnetism to draw things into your life in the fastest, easiest way possible. The second section of this book, Developing Mastery, will help you learn to work and move through any blocks you may have about allowing abundance into your life. The third section, Creating Your Life's Work, will help you learn to make money and create abundance through doing the things you love. You will learn many simple energy techniques to draw your ideal job to you, discover your life's work, and do what you love for a living. The fourth section, Having Money, is about having and increasing money and abundance in your life. You will learn how to create joy, peace, harmony, clarity, and self-love with your money, letting it flow and increase. Most chapters in section 2, 3, and 4 end with a play sheet designed to help you gain mastery over the process of creating what you want. It is important to be in a relaxed, focused state of mind when you do these play sheets. Before you answer the question, sit quietly, take a few deep breaths, relax your body, and begin to open your mind to new ideas and thoughts. As you focus on these new ideas, you may find yourself discovering many of your beliefs, even your resistances. If you find yourself resisting answering a certain question, you may have a charge around this idea, and it may be the very area you will benefit most from playing with to develop your abundance potential. There are no right or wrong answers, only new ways of experiencing how you create your reality. You may want to write down or simply think out the answers to the play sheets. Writing them down helps bring the thoughts from your mind into the physical world and can be one of the first steps of manifesting. One way to use this book is to ask what area you will benefit from working on with money. and then open this book to any page. Use that chapter, page, or affirmation as a sign from your higher self about the specific area you could work on that would create a shift in your prosperity right now. You can also visit our website in the Creating Your Highest Future room. Click on the Creating Money book picture and receive random quotes from the book to ponder on. How to use the affirmations. Sanaya and Dwayne, we have included many affirmations set off in larger type throughout the book for you to use to increase your prosperity. Affirmations are positive statements that help focus your awareness on your power and ability to create and have what you want.
Thank you. Does anybody in person want to read? I haven't been checking. I've just been staring at the screen. Oh, a little bit different. Okay, I'll read again. I would love to. They are stated in the present tense, such as, am I in the right? Yeah. They are stated in the present tense, such as, I have unlimited abundance. Your thoughts create your reality, and as you say these positive statements to yourself, you will begin to create them as true for you. These affirmations were designed by Oren and DeBen to open and expand your awareness of what you can have, to align you with your soul's wisdom, and to attune you with the unlimited abundance of the universe. As you say them to yourself, you will create positive, more abundant circumstances in your life. Use only those affirmations that feel appropriate to you. It is important that the words feel comfortable to you and are aligned with who you are. Feel free to substitute other words that have a special meaning to you, for the power of affirmation is increased when the statements feel comfortable and meaningful. We encourage you to make up your own prosperity affirmations as well. Most of the affirmations start with I. We use I to refer to all of who you are, your greater self, also called your higher self, your soul, the part of you that is connected to the God force or the God within or the deeper part of your being, as well as the ego and personality selves. Affirmations are more powerful when all the parts of you are aligned and working together for a common goal. You can substitute other words that feel right for you. For example, in the affirmation, I am the source of my abundance, you may want to say God is my source, or my connection to God is my source, or my soul is the source of my abundance. To create results, your affirmations need to feel possible. If what you are saying feels impossible to create, the affirmation will not bring you the results you are affirming. For instance, saying, I now have $1 million will not create results for you if you don't believe that you can have this sum. It may be better to start with the affirmation, my income is now increased at least 10%, and work up from there as you experience success in creating what you are affirming. There are several ways to use the affirmations in this book. One is to flip through the book, read any affirmations that appeal to you, and then sit quietly saying them to yourself over and over. There is much power in repetition. You will be reprogramming your subconscious mind to accept these thoughts as reality, and as it does, it will create changes in your life to match this new inner reality. You may want to say each affirmation on your in-breath, imagining as you say it that you are taking the statement up to your higher self. Then imagine on your out-breath that you are releasing the affirmation into the outer world where it will become your reality. You can also visit our website and in the affirmations room, clicking on the Creating Money affirmations to receive hundreds of abundance affirmations to work with. For your convenience, we have made audio recordings of the affirmations in this book, and then there's additional resources in the back. You may want to write them out yourself and put them where you can see them frequently, especially those that have meaning for you. All right. Does anybody want to share a thought or have questions after that intro?
I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, excitement.
Yeah.
Ready, let's go.
Writing down the affirmations is super helpful. So like putting them
Yeah.
visible, like that really helps. Because you don't always have a book with you.
Yeah.
But and then I put them on my phone too.
Yeah.
So like in notes or those kinds of things, or like replace.
Melissa, I can't hear them.
Sandy, she's saying that writing the affirmations is even more helpful than reading them. So, like, pick out the ones that really speak to you and write them, make them your phone background, or write them physically, write them down. Yeah. There's an app, I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, no, I just remembered it. It's called Think Up. And you actually record the affirmations in your own voice, and then it plays it back to you with cute, peaceful music behind it on a loop. So you could record yourself saying, I am abundant, and then it'll repeat it back to you on a loop for a set amount of time. Think Up. It offers affirmations too, and I think now it has meditations and things like that, but I used to use that back in the day. Anybody else? Questions or comments about that part of the intro? Okay. Let's read the greetings from Oren and Deben. I see Bridget still has her hand raised. Bridget, you want to read again?
Okay.
Thanks.
We invite you to explore your connection to money and abundance and to learn to work with matter and substance in new ways. Money does not come just to special people with a given talent or an inborn skill. Within you lie all the answers and talents you need to create unlimited abundance for yourself, to have what you need both physically and spiritually in every area of your life. You are a magnificent, powerful person. You can learn to tap into the unlimited abundance of the universe. Creating money can be effortless, the natural outcome of the way you live, think, and act. You can draw anything you want to you. You can realize your fondest dreams. This book is a course in attracting abundance as well as money, for money alone will not always bring you what you want. We, Oren and Deben, are beings of light. We exist in the higher dimensions. We are here as assistants and spiritual teachers to help you with your personal growth and awaken you to the higher aspects of yourself. We hope to add a new dimension to your thinking about money. We want to help you tap into the unlimited abundance that is all around you. We offer you the thoughts and ideas in this book as our gift of love. It may seem as if you have always known much of what we say. We encourage you to accept into your heart only those ideas and suggestions that ring true to the deepest part of your being, and let go of any that do not. You are reading more than just words on a page. As you read, you are tapping into our consciousness of unlimited abundance that can assist you in opening to the infinite supply that is your birthright. You will be guided to connect with your soul and higher self to become more magnetic to your higher good in every area of your life. As you read and put this information into practice, you will gain a deeper understanding of how to manifest and how to attract abundance. Every time you read this book, new ideas may stand out for you, as our teachings include many layers and levels that will be revealed as your understanding of how to attract abundance grows. Let the information you read be more than mental concepts. For these principles to work, you will need to try them out and make them real in your experience. At first, you may need to rely on trust that principles and spiritual laws included in this book will work to bring you abundance. As you continue to work with them and experience success, trust will become conviction, increasing your ability to attract abundance in all of its forms. You may wonder how we as guides would know about the laws of money, for we do not live on the material plane. Money is energy, and energy exists in all realms. The spiritual laws of money are universal energy laws that create abundance. The principles of ebb and flow, unlimited thinking, giving and receiving, appreciation, honoring your worth, clear agreements, magnetism, and more. Abundance means more than having quantities of things. It means having things that fulfill you as well. Money can be part of having abundance.
Thank you. Kylan, did you say you wanted to read next? Yeah? Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, okay, great. Go put it back in the drawer. Thanks. As you become more skilled at manifesting, you will learn to consciously choose what you want to create and then draw it to you. Thanks. Can you put it back?
Whatever you want.
Thanks, honey.
Let's twist.
Situations and objects will come into your life as you need them. You can learn to master your money rather than being mastered by it. Through your mastery, you will also allow situations and objects to leave your life gently and easily when you no longer need them, creating room for the next things that will serve you. There will be a natural flow of money, people, and things into and out of your life, and each will serve your higher purpose and appear at exactly the right time. In this book, you will be guided to make contact with your higher self, also called your soul, the deepest part of your being. You will want to express your higher self in everything you create. As your consciousness expands with higher self and soul contact, you will want the place you live, the items you buy, your relationships, and your lifestyle to reflect your higher ideals and values. You'll be seeking to express your higher qualities of love, well-being, happiness, peace, aliveness, awareness of who you are deep within the ways you earn and spend money. As you experience your soul and higher self, this brings tremendous creativity and an influx of ideas. Money in abundance will flow in greater amounts, be easier to hold, and give more joy when you follow the spiritual laws of money. You follow the spiritual laws of money when you do your life's work. Okay, sit down. If you're going to be in here, you need to sit down and be quiet. Okay? Money in abundance will flow in greater amounts, be easier to hold, and give more joy when you follow the spiritual laws of money. You follow the spiritual laws of money when you do your life's work and honor and serve the higher good of yourself and others. You follow the spiritual laws when you cooperate rather than compete with others, and when you allow every energy and money exchange to be a winning. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. Exchange to be a winning situation for everyone involved. You follow the spiritual. No, it's not. You follow the spiritual laws of money when the way you make, spend, or invest money does not harm the earth. You can align with your higher self and soul by acting on your feelings and moving with the current, learning when to be an active force and when to surrender. You can increase the flow of money, objects, and things you want into your life by operating with more clarity, joy, harmony, integrity, trusting that everything that happens is for your higher good. Through your understanding of the spiritual principles included in this book, you can identify and let go of old situations that no longer serve you. As you are open to new opportunities, thoughts, perceptions, and feelings, you will allow the higher energy of your soul to flow through you. Then money and abundance will come to you naturally and easily without effort or struggle. The things that you create can bring you growth, expansion, and renewal and alignment. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else want to read? Amber? Yay. Thank you.
All right. Finding and creating your life's work will bring you more abundance than any other single action you can take. Your life's work will involve doing what you love to do and will in some way make a contribution to the greater good of humanity. Money will be a byproduct of doing what you love and will flow effortlessly into your life without even much thought. Many of you shun the path of your greatest creativity, joy, and aliveness, thinking that you will not be able to make enough money from it. We want to help you believe that you can have an abundance of money doing what you love to do. We want you to recognize that you do not have to stay in jobs that do not serve you. We will help you look at how to make the transition between where you are now and where you want to be. We have devoted an entire section of this book to showing you how to create a vision of your path and draw to your life's work. We will show you many energy techniques to activate your higher path. Each one of you who is called to this book is on a path of accelerated personal growth and has much to offer humanity, whether or not you are aware of it. Now is the time to listen to your inner messages and discover the special work you came to do. Begin to put that work out to the world, for it is very much needed. As you serve and empower others, find your life's work and do what you love rather than what you think will bring you money. You will become highly magnetic to money. You can learn to create what you want using energy and thought rather than physical effort, and produce results that go beyond anything you can create with physical effort alone. When you understand how energy works, you can take only those actions that bring you the greatest results without wasted effort. We have provided many ways for you to increase your ability to attract money, objects, people, and situations that are for your higher good. that open you to your soul's path and life's purpose, and that can bring about a more joyful, harmonious, and abundant life. We will teach you how to draw things to you by achieving a relaxed, focused state of mind where you can connect with your higher self and soul, and work with energy to attract abundance. These techniques are powerful and they work. Everything you've done up until now has prepared you for this next step that you are taking to become more magnetic to money and abundance in all areas of your life. Appreciate how far along you already are in understanding how to manifest what you want. You've been setting the foundation to take this next step for years with your experiences, understandings, and the manifesting you have already done. As you acknowledge how successful you have already been, your successes will increase. You do not need to be affected by the economy or human-made conditions as you follow and use the principles described in this book. You can create your own personal economic environment of prosperity. If you are willing to listen to and act on your inner guidance, you will do well no matter what the economy around you is doing. You are being sent all the guidance you need to have abundance and be well provided for during economic downturns. If people lose their jobs or a lot of money, it will only be because those things are not for the higher good. Such events will change their lives in some way for the better. If anything is truly serving your higher good, it won't be taken away.
Thank you. Okay, home stretch. We have 3 pages left. There are 2 kinds of laws of money you will want to follow to create and keep it. Following the spiritual laws makes you magnetic to money and abundance, and the money that comes will bring you your highest good. The human-made laws of money include financial planning, time management, cash flow management, marketing, taxes, and business planning. Learn whatever is appropriate to help you understand and work with the human-made laws of money as they now exist. We will not cover the human-made laws in this book, for they are explained well elsewhere. You can create money with the spiritual laws alone. However, it is good to be aware of the rules that your society has created around money so that you are also in harmony with those rules. It will take less of your energy to attract, save, and create more money if you are in harmony with both the spiritual and human-made laws of money. Many of you are trying to reconcile the idea of being on a spiritual path with having money. You may want the money in your life to reflect your integrity, compassion, and love for others through the way you earn and spend it. You can have money and follow your spiritual principles. Money will come from attuning to your soul's wisdom, serving others, and putting the energy around you into a higher order, greater harmony, and a more beautiful state. Let your prosperity be based on the amount of good you contribute to the world. It is not higher to be poor, for it often takes money to accomplish your life's work. Your spiritual growth will increase your ability to manifest abundance, and your ability to manifest will assist you in getting your spiritual work out to the world. Money is a tremendous force. The way you earn your money, accumulate it, and spend it determines whether your money will be a force that creates good or doesn't create good for you and others. It is important to hold new thoughts about money that will help it be used as a force for good on the planet. Form follows thought. By holding new thoughts, you can create new realities about money for yourself and others. Each of you can act as a powerful broadcasting station, sending out positive ideas about money and contributing to a higher vision of money on the planet. Beliefs in scarcity help create your wars and the taking of more than is needed from the earth. If everyone could create the abundance that is his or her natural birthright, you would have fewer reasons for war or to harm the earth. Your new beliefs will draw you to many new ideas about ways to create abundance for everyone, ways you have not even conceived of yet that tap into sunlight and other unlimited resources. The universal supply is infinite, and it is within your technology and reach for every human being on the planet to live with enough food, warmth, clothing, and shelter. Until you believe that, you won't experience it, but you can start by believing that it is possible to have all your own needs met. There is no limit to what you may have. You can start right now to attract abundance by setting your intention to become more magnetic to money and abundance. Your intention to create money and abundance is an important step toward having them in your life. Take a moment to pause and think of what your intention is around money and abundance as you read this book. Do you intend to have abundance? Are you ready to become prosperous, to have what you want, and for money to work for you? As you establish your intention, you set in motion a chain of events that will unfold. You begin to draw to you all the energy, resources, ideas, enthusiasm, opportunities, connections, and inspiration that are needed to make your intentions a reality. It may take some time for new circumstances to show up in the outer world. It is essential to stick to your intention. Hold it steadfastly in your mind and reject any doubts that come up. By setting your intention to become abundant, you are making it an inner reality, and it is only a matter of time before your intention becomes a reality in the outer world. Let go of thinking that you are lacking or missing something in your life. Take time to feel gratitude for all that you have already brought into your life. Open right now to receive all the gifts of the universe that are waiting for you to claim. You might even want to pause and open to receive whatever blessings, opportunity, thought, idea, energy, inspiration, or guidance that is there for you right now in this moment. Embrace fully your capacity to create, to think in unlimited ways, and to pursue everything that you have been wanting. Be flexible, open, and willing to let the new come to you. You can learn to honor and nurture yourself and to allow yourself to have more than you ever thought possible. We invite you to play with us in the higher realms and claim the abundance you so richly deserve. This can be the most joyous, prosperous, and creative time of your life. Just in time for the last paragraph.
I was here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Oh, great. And we still have 5 minutes left. Okay. Anybody want to ask questions or talk about the introduction part? Did your book end up syncing up at any point?
Some of the words are different.
Oh, okay.
And then, just if I were to read 2 pages,
Yeah.
it'd be like 5 paragraphs.
Oh,
The
okay.
way that it's set up, it's very tiny.
On the Kindle. Gotcha.
Oh, I see.
Is that a Kindle?
It is.
Yeah.
I do have the paperback coming.
Yeah.
The first time I read it was on the Kindle, and I wish I had the paper.
Oh,
version,
good.
so
I'm
that
glad
was,
you ordered the book.
Yeah, I
Take
did.
notes and stuff.
He's got his own. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
mine's
out
coming
today.
today.
Awesome.
Should be at the house, so.
Perfect.
He's the last one that opens.
Yeah, that's great. And I posted about this, but in case anybody wants to invite anybody else, they can hop in at any point in time. All the recordings will stay in the group chat. So even if they come in on week 3 or 4, they can go back and watch the recordings, or just whatever time they're supposed to be in here, they'll be in here. Anybody have, I saw Lamaya had a question. I'm going to read it out loud so everybody can see it. She said, I often find that affirmations overwhelm me sometimes because I tend to want to use or repeat or write too many at once versus just focusing on one at a time. Does anybody else struggle with this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's nodding and raising their hand in here.
You gotta take one at a time for sure.
Yeah, you like to pick more than one.
No, I only like one.
Oh, one at a
Yeah.
time. I think she said she likes to do lots of them. Is that what you said, Lamaya? Like it's hard to just pick one.
Yes, I tend to look at all areas of my life and want to use a bunch, and it's just too much.
Yeah.
So I did an affirmation a day because I get I can't organize my thoughts, so I would pull a random one.
Oh, okay.
And then just whatever that day's affirmation was, kind of like drawing a daily oracle or tarot.
I like
card or
that.
something.
Yeah.
So one a day
Yeah.
is how you organize it?
Yeah, because if I have sticky notes on the wall, I have ADHD. It blends into the wall. I won't.
Yeah.
I can't do it that way. So it has to be an intention to pull every day.
One a day. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do sticky notes either. My OCD elemental P can't handle that.
They don't exist.
Yeah, that's the only thing that exists, and then I'm like focusing on it too much. I will say that's a great method, one a day. There's also it's a book about this size. It's like a little journaling book. It's called 5 Minute gratitude or 5-minute journal. It might be 5-minute gratitude journal, but it's the top half is the morning and the bottom half is the evening. So it's like 3 things you're grateful for, 1 affirmation, and then I think what would make today great or something like that. That might be a good way to organize your, oh, Cindy's holding it up. Yeah, it's like a little beige notebook. It's super simple. And I love that it comes with one of those strings to save your page. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do.
Then you don't have to worry about your bookmark.
Don't have to worry about it, yeah. Anybody else questions or comments about the intros?
Now, what are we supposed to do between this week and next week?
Yes, great question. So there is no homework. There's no, yeah, you don't have to read anything on your own before next time. If you want to, you won't get in trouble, but there is no homework. So next week when we meet, let me see, I think we'll be able to get through the entire first chapter and first exercise, and then we'll kind of see if we have space to start chapter 2. We might start having some homework after next week's call. We'll just see how much we can get done in an hour. One time I did this book club and we met for 2 hours at a time, and it only took us like 4 weeks to read the entire book out loud. So we have time, we can kind of space it out. The first section is probably the most important because it lays the foundation. So if you don't know how to relax, then the rest of it is really hard to do. So the next call, we'll learn how to meditate, basically, how to just turn everything off for a minute, relax, and that's when all the stuff flows in. So great question, Sandy. No homework. Any other questions before we hop off?
Nope. Same Zoom link every week?
Yep, same Zoom link every week. And if you want to log off and go onto Facebook, I'm going to stream our sound bath on Facebook now.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, good night.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.